Hey, welcome to the YouTube video. I'm doing Ghoul Expulsion with the Twitch chat, and people were asking about wanting to, I don't know, put it on YouTube, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna go quite far today, so I'm actually pretty excited. We have 205 books, and I just used 5 of them, and we're already at 320 million damage. I wonder if we could get to billion today. I'm very curious to see if that's something in the game. For that, I didn't show me the followed channels that you didn't know you were streaming. Well, hey, the stream is now going and we're good to go. Yeah, YouTube, it just appears that it just doesn't like me playing it, and it appears that the lag is just horrible. Just absolutely terrible. What's the best way to invest in the game in Invoke right now? The Hakuja Kaneki, right? Definitely. From as far as I know, his stats are incredible. I believe he has an upwards of 1,100 attack, which is very similar to the Arima that we have, but also he's a very fast version of him, and he breaks very well. So, in general, from what I've seen, his rates are horrible. Like, his rates are super, super low, but apparently he's great. So, I do want to get there at some point, and I do want to try and get him. I also probably just spoiled that I didn't pull him earlier. But I did do a couple pulls on him, and I think I got alright pulls for the most part. Also, it seems like a lot of people inside the server are going after the boss. Like, I'll try and fight the boss, and, like, he'll be dead by the time I get out of the fight. Oh, thank you for the cheer, Soro the Sylveon user. Also for the follow, Knex and Greg Shush 17. What Android games do you play apart from this one? Oh, boy. So we play Borutage, which is the Naruto one. I play Duel Links on the side. War Age, the other Tokyo Ghoul game. Reinvoke, the other Tokyo Ghoul game. BBS, I've been playing a lot of recently. It's really fun to me now. I feel like there was one more that I'm missing. That I open often. And I forget what it was. If I remember it, I'll say, but there's a lot. There is a whole lot. When will we do Tokyo Ghoul War Age? Considering doing it soon, because I'm close to upgrading Shiro again, so we'll see. What's up? Not much. We're just doing some stuff. I should probably try and prioritize getting the damage done that I need to before the boss is at low health, because when he is, I kind of can't sweep, and that's kind of the most important part of this stream. The sweeping is going to be the thing that saves us the 200 attempts fighting him. Is it worth it to buy VIP level 1? I'd say so. The Rize pieces you get off of it help you to like get your head start and kind of let you do a little bit of Ghoul Expulsion damage. Typically on a newer server, having Rize will get you to Tara. Just typically. It just kind of... She has a bleed on her normal attacks, so it gives you a lot more damage and a lot more to work with as you start off. And once you have to Tara, you can get Noro, you can get Arima Ixa, and they just have bonus stats. It's great. It's a great time. Also, I totally just missed the button for my third, so I didn't end up getting to use it before my first. Whoops. So, if Isaac comes out in Tokyo Ghoul Dark World, will you use them? Hell yeah, I will. I am super down. 1000 minus 7. I believe this is the part where I scream super loudly and hold my head while I hear squirming. It's oof. Oof. Wow, we did 20% damage there. Did you make another Rogue Ghoul video? I intend to, but I'm... The issue with that is I always feel so weird with the chat there, and like... I don't know. It feels weird, but I want to try out the Noro Kagune. I have Jason's Kagune now. I have like 4 million RC at this point. I'm getting there. Also, I should probably be thanking all of these follows and subs. Holy shit. Thank you for the 25 bits, Ivan. Love you. Ivan has been like the #1 supporter out there for a long while, and I appreciate the hell out of it. Oh, wow. Thank you for 62 more bits, Ivan. That's a lot of salt. Thank you for the follow, Holes Copole. I feel like I'm pronouncing that wrong. That's okay. And Eugene Kink. Play Summoner War. I've heard good stuff about Summoner War. And I know that it's a very popular Twitch game. Also, thank you for the 8 bits from Ivan. Appreciate that again. But yeah, no, like, I know there's an audience for it. The issue is when you try to get into a mobile game that's that pronounced so late, it's really hard to try and get back into the meta and learn stuff about it. Because the issue is everyone's so... There's a lot of people that are very high and mighty about what they're doing. They're very elitist about what they're doing. And if you don't really know the ins and outs of things, like Brave Frontier, it was one of the ones I tried to get into, and it was a struggle. It was definitely a huge struggle, and I kind of quit after a little while. Games like Blazing are hard to get into because of the steep jump into PvP and the steep jump into needing 6 units that are always good. It's hard, but I do pick up things along the way. That's kind of how I learn most of the games I play, so we'll see. Also, Tatara, you are now dead. Honestly, playing with Arima on our team is like a randomization thing. Sometimes he'll do a solid, like, 30 million. Sometimes he'll do 20 million. And it really does bounce around a lot. Bloody Knights? What is Tokyo Ghoul Bloody Knights? Did you play Blazing? Did you like the game? So, I didn't like the gameplay of Blazing, but I liked the concept and the characters they included. Have you played Dokkan Battle? I played a little bit of it. Didn't like the gameplay either. Oh, Ivan activated a football giveaway. Apparently, if you cheer, you get football emotes. Thank you for the 20 more bits, or 200 more bits. Holy shit. Ivan's, like, killing it right now, and he's, like, super quiet as well. He's just being that cool guy in the corner. You know the one, the guy that's in the corner of class with his feet up on the desk, cross, armed, ready to give his presentation when he's called up. It's great. It's strong. It's in Roblox? Okay. I think I was told about it because people tell me a lot of things a lot of the time. And, like, I'm kind of down to try it. The issue is, like, I think that was the one that I tried and it was hard to start out with. Because I'm pretty sure... Is that the one where you, like, the level ups at the beginning are really hard to try and get? Also, have you ever had Ken K2 on Rogue Ghoul? I haven't yet, no. It was like 5 million or something for the, I think it was 5 million for the transformation, and I didn't have the ability to grind that. I'm trying to get there, and then I'll start using Robux to, like, swap between the different Kagunes when I want to use them. It's a pain, but it's super fun to use. Okay. Definitely want to try that out. God, there's so much cheering going on. This is great. This is a great time. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead. I have to read those after I sweep Tatara and hopefully murder him super hard. We've only used, like, 15 books so far, and we're already closer to 500 million damage. So, like, this is gonna be a good time. Okay, so Ivan for the, or Caleb Wilson for the 1 bit. On my Tokyo Ghoul Dark Warrior team, should I use Hakukuja and Hinami, or should I use 5-star Amon and Nishiki? Or Nishiki? I'd say Hinami if your Hakukuja Yamori isn't at 5-star yet. However, the question is that. Ivan is the only one cheering? That is incorrect. Caleb Wilson also cheered. And they got football emotes, supposedly. And then Sass also followed. Thank you for that. You ready for the new Tokyo Ghoul PS4 game? Looks so good visually. Hopefully... Yeah, I'm actually really excited. I'm curious how they're going to do it, because I'm not sure if they're going to, like, have you pick the CCG or ghouls, which wouldn't quite make sense, because they were talking about a create a character. Create a character was a thing that people were hyping up a little bit ago about it, and I'm focused on that part, because that's the most important part to me, rather than the story mode, because obviously the little visual that they had for the words. The visual they had for the actual game had spoilers from the later parts of Re, so clearly they're going to try and cover the entire manga. It's just a question of what's going to be with that. Trying to get Ayato and re-invoke, but I only got 3 shoes. Yeah, I got a shoe today, actually. It seems like he's a very common character, and, like, I feel like Tsukiyama, for some reason, just has a lot of units in most games, and I don't know why, because I don't think he's all that beloved by the audience in Tokyo Ghoul. Like, he's the good meme. He's the meme character. He's cool, right? But I don't think he's all that. I don't think he's, like, one of the best characters, and there's so many characters that have a lot more depth than him, and aren't just fortissimo and smelling a tissue. Like, I don't know. I feel like there should be other characters that deserve the love instead of a gourmet and an R version inside this game. Warage has 2 versions of, or 1 version of him, I think. Reinvoke has like 4. One of them is like a raid boss. It's weird. So, Lee, play more DBZ Legends. I want to, and I actually do intend to tomorrow. My Broly's closer to level 1000 now, so I'm pushing up there, and then I'll probably try and do a PvP video then. Alright, so pop those. Now he's dead. I can go ahead and check chat. Ayato, Kaneki, or Amon? In this game, or in general? As a character, Kaneki always wins. Obviously, Kaneki's just like... he's our hero. Also, thank you for the single bit from Caleb Wilson. My half Kuja is only 3-star. Then definitely Hinami. At 5-star, Hinami guarantees your hits will be crits. And especially on characters like Noro, especially on characters like Shachi and Arima. All of those need the crits. It's great. In my Eto, I would be so down to have an Eto inside this game that's actually good. I can't feasibly see them doing an Eto that's an SSR that's like the big version of her. They do have the normal owl version of Yoshimura, but I don't see that being like, I don't know, I don't see that being small enough for them to adapt into an actual character. If they did, I would be hype. I would be screaming about it. You would see like, I would be all into that, but I don't have confidence in their ability to adapt bigger entities. But if they do Etos, that confirms that anyone in the entire series is fair game, including some of the half Kakujas we see later, or full Kakujas we see later, including some of the abilities that some of the more important characters have. Obviously, Noro's Kagune is huge. On his back, Noro's Kagune is like max big level, and Hinami's is pretty large as well. So, if they really pushed it, I'd be down, but we'll see. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop this, and we can probably sweep through that. Let's see, 2 shards from my Noro to 5-star. Oh, that's a shame. That's like right at the edge too. The thing is, like, the upgrade from 3-star to 4-star isn't actually that great. It does increase certain things such as your stats by a bit, but I definitely don't think it's worth it unless you can get to 5-star. Like, the investment to 4-star is rough. So if you can, try to pull Noro 2 times when the next time he comes around is. Also, I'm going to go ahead and check these. Thank you for the follow, Eddie Vega 234, Skeleton Ripper 1, Curry KP, and Tazo 666. And thank you for the bits from Caleb. Be honest, Half Kuja is my only SSR. I got him from the Blind Luck. Honestly, use him then. He does plenty of damage by himself, and like, while his passive is the same as Hinami's, it'll let you survive for longer in normal levels as well. So that kind of works. And he's a DPS as well. We've seen Centipede Kaneki on Reinvoke. I really want him. Yeah, I want him as well. The issue is just like, do I want to top up? Is it worth it to put money into Reinvoke? Can I've been grinding, and it takes such a long time to grind, but like, I do it. Also, thank you for the follow. Burn Your Fate 67. That name is like, I'm getting Persona 3 vibes from that name, you know? Lee, I remember when you had 3K. You've grown so much. I'm so proud of you. Thank you, Ivan. I appreciate that. Honestly, it's been like a great ride throughout 2018 so far. And I'm setting a loose goal of 13,000 by the end of summer. And I'm going to be putting a lot more effort into my YouTube stuff and kind of trying to be more active. And I don't think I have any plans for the most part, so I definitely didn't think that's going to be a good time to put the work in, you know? Play Persona 5. Is the DMCA still up on that? Can you play the ending of the game on recording and not get sued? I don't know if that's become a thing that's okay now. I just remember that was a whole controversy, and that's why I didn't LP it in the first place, and then I just kind of... I know most of the stuff that happens now. Up to, like, the 4th or 5th dungeon, and then I kind of stopped. Also, thank you for the follows from Anime-Related Name and Ding Dong 78. How many accounts on Dark War? You mean, like, me? I only have one. I don't really enjoy rerolling, or, like, I don't really feel the need to, especially because most of the characters in the game I have close to or at 5-star already, so I have no reason to reroll. Because this game is a character collector. It's majorly you get the amount that you put in. So if you put in a bunch of work over the process of 6 months, for example, your account looks like this. If you put no work, but you reroll on 4 different accounts, you can probably look similar if you piece them together in Photoshop. So I prefer this, and like what I have currently is going pretty well for me. So all right, so we're gonna go ahead and do that, and we're gonna see this. Ayato, Tatara, or Yomo? I'm waiting for you to pick Ayato. The thing is, like, Yomo has really good motivations, and like I'm kind of biased towards it. However, Ayato, I feel like while his character arc is avoided for the most part inside the manga, like it actively avoids talking about him, even when he has moments of character growth, they like stray away from it immediately. Like, for example, him calling Kaneki brother, like that was a very like slide right past that moment. But I do think Ayato is a really good bro, and I would arguably say he is slightly above Yomo and way above Tatara. That is my answer. You can play it, but it's blocked if you use the in-game broadcasting. Okay. Yeah, I probably wouldn't be too game for that. You play any MMOs? I don't, and I've been told to play Dungeon Fighter Online so many times. I'm just lazy. Painfully lazy. He is my daddy. I mean, I have stories about that. Don't you worry about a thing. How you doing? Hope your day is doing well so far. It has been, actually. It's been a very, like... I feel very productive today. I feel very good about myself. I feel very confident. I feel very just kind of at peace almost with what I am, how I'm feeling right now, and just generally it feels like things are more on the incline now. Things were majorly like, I was spiraling into a really rough depression for a little while, so I'm glad to see that I'm finally trying to get back on track with things and work on things. So I don't know. It's character growth. How does it work? Who even knows? How should I get Kisho Arima? Yeah, you should probably get him from the SR chests. Typically, so it costs, I think, is it 24 for the limited time chests? And you need to spend that 3 times. Or no, 30 times to be able to get him. So it's not that bad. And like, it's become a lot easier. And feasibly at the start of the game, if you get him to 4-star immediately, you'll be pretty set up to go for the rest of the game. Hell, at this point in the game, I was grinding Arima. Like, he's worth it. Anyway, is there any way it's taking too much time like that? It should take 3 days with that Arima, or with the chests. It's honestly not that bad. Do you think Dark Roar will die? Yeah. In fact, it's actually pretty dead right now. People are going to come back, obviously, but, like, these people in the top of Arena have stopped caring. They only log in to get their rewards and do, like, minimal increases. But, like, where do you go when you have Noro +1 golds and every character at gold with maximum power, right? Like, you don't have anywhere to progress from that. There's no beyond, and... I think there was someone that was talking about how real-time PvP is coming. It was some YouTube guy. I don't know who it was. They were like, the guy was like, oh, I have a limited source given only to me. And then he was talking about it. But like, if they do add that, there would definitely be a lot of changes they would need to make to the systems and the various ways that the damage systems work. And certain passes would be completely broken while certain other ones wouldn't work. So, I don't know. It's lagging? I have 0 drop frames. I can guarantee you that. Attack on Titan Season 3 tomorrow? I didn't think it starts tomorrow. Holy shit. Oh, it's gonna be the Uprising arc! Hell yeah. I like this arc. I think it's like my second favorite from the entire manga. And my #1 favorite is after that, so... I'm ready. My server, we haven't even beaten level 2 Chitara. Oof. Yeah, that's pretty on the lower side. Yeah, like... Honestly, the fact that Noro was dropped immediately into the game, and it like completely broke the meta, it makes me really worried to see how the rest of this game is going to be, you know? Because the issue is, the game hasn't even officially released yet. The entire thing is like, the things that have come out so far are the groundwork for the original release of the game. The game wasn't even out in all parts of the world yet as of the iOS release. As the iOS released, it started to come out in more countries on Android, and also it's starting to expand out even further. So once those are all out, then its official release will be happening, and that's when the new update will come. So that's kind of... The fact that Noro came before the release of the game makes you wonder just how broken characters will have to be later on in the SSR tier to justify making people pull for those, you know? And it's scary. It's scary to imagine, like, 700 million damage in fucking one attempt on Ghoul Expulsion because whatever, I guess, just kill it. Just actually kill it. On today's stream, are you planning on doing any game or just Dark War? I was planning on doing just Dark War for today. I kind of wanted to go through most of my books and kind of see how high our damage can get. We're currently, I think this is 30 books in, so we're getting there. There we go. I don't like how it's a very unbalanced game. I agree with that, actually. The game definitely does have a weird curve to it, where, like, getting slowly upward, it's hard to grow your RC aside from certain blockades, if that makes sense. You gonna play War Age soon? I kind of want to do a video tomorrow if I can get the Nashiro shards for it. You're one of those weird streamers that can make their streams entertaining as their videos without editing. Really? That's... I mean, I'll take it. If I'm entertaining, I will take whatever I can. Go on, Ghoul. That'd be a cool stream to do at one point, actually. I would need to, like, prep beforehand, because I definitely want to have, like, new stuff to show off when I do it, but I am down. Does ranking Ghoul Expulsion give rewards? Yeah, so if you're in the top 10, you get Shards of Chitara, which is an SSR character that's not too great on stats, but he is the bonds for Noro and Arima Ixa, which is, like, the most important part of the game. Those are, like, the high-tier SS class top boys of all time. So, something to keep in mind. Why do you do Ghoul Expulsion? Do you want Chitara 5-star? Not really. I just kind of want to see how far my team has come. And with no updates coming, I want to play the game I love. I want to find a reason to play this game that I enjoy playing. And sometimes that reason is going above and beyond, and plus ultra in terms of damage. It works. Alright, so 61 million is not that great, but we'll see. Yeah, level 70 and above are horrible to try and level up. Basically what I just do is I do my dailies, and then I try to use my stamina whenever I can. Like, for example, right now, actually, I need to go ahead and use my stamina on anything I can. Mostly because it gives me evolutionary cells, and also The general XP it gives is pretty alright. I think it's 5 XP per sweep. So basically just the same as a normal quest. Also, if you sweep the final level on each of the different quests, you actually do get the gold shards for the master equipment, basically, which is very important. You listen to Unravel in English or Attack on Titan Season 1 in English. They're actually really amazing. I haven't, actually. That does sound... Well, okay. Sometimes they're alright in English. Sometimes they're painful. And what I might do after this is look that up, because that... I feel like Attack on Titan 1's going to be a little bit weird, because that's kind of entirely based on the German theme, so it feels weird to me. But Tokyo Ghoul I could see doing really well. I know there's the... There was one cover I remember listening to all the time when I was younger, and it was the, "Oh, won't you tell me, please just tell me, explain how this should work." And that's like the start of the Unravel. That's stuck in my head whenever I think of covers of things. Can I read Japanese? Super can't do that. Nope. I am painfully unable to do anything of the sort. I just kind of guess for most things, and it kind of works sometimes. If you tried Master of Eternity, it's a Nexon Android game. I haven't tried it, actually. Here, I'm gonna look at this. Masters of Eternity. It appears that there's a Reddit, so that's always good. There's actually a fan base for it. That looks weird. It's like a Gundam game. I mean, that looks kind of rad, actually. Is it like a tower defense? Weird. I'm gonna keep that tab open. We see the number 6 anime? Actually, yeah. The one with the Shiro and Nezumi, I believe it is. I watched that back when it came out. Like, right when it was coming out. The only SSR I have is half Gakuja. That seems to be the case for a lot of people. Even Caleb only had that. I just said fucking Caleb. Caleb only had SSR, half Kuji Amori. Yeah, it looks very Gundam-y. The Masters of Eternity thing definitely looks very Gundam-esque. It's like cute girl Gundam, though. Am I hyped for the Boku no Hero episode? See, the hype was last week, and that shit was great. It was like... I watched that when I was at YetiCon, when I was like on vacation, and... Fuck those! Good shit! It was a strong episode. I was really happy about it. Next episode is going to be a majorly like falling action episode, and I'm kind of down for it. We're going to see Bakugo's mom, by the way. She is attractive. There are doujins out there. Too many. For just a manga-only character. It's only going to get worse from here. It can only get worse from here for Bakugo's mom. So, we'll see for that. Next week could be a shitstorm on certain things. Kill la Kill game is coming out. I heard about that. They actually announced that when I was at YetiCon as well. But for some reason they announced it via Darling in the Franxx. It's a bit of a weird choice. Only SSR I have is Noro and I'm happy. Solid choice. Shachi, no SSR, no SSR. Just gotta save up. That's just kind of how it usually works with this stuff. Also, we're gonna go ahead and sweep this all the way. Alrighty. And that's good for now. And go ahead and refill in a second. How far have we gotten? I'm wondering. Obviously, I've gotten all of these contribution rewards. Like, that's just working. That's just working real well. But what level is Tatara right now? So from only us, he's level 20. So not very high on the spectrum. I still need to watch Natsu no Taizai. Like, everyone keeps on hyping about it, and like... So, it's okay from what I saw. I've watched like 3 episodes of the first season, so obviously I haven't hit like the cool points. But like, it seemed very... alright. You know, I might have gotten to 7, actually. So, the guy with the Santa beard that cuts it off and has the red outfit, Ban or Bon or something, he was just introduced. he just met up with Meliodas. That was when I stopped. So, that. Also, codes. Yes, I actually forgot about that. I can go ahead and give those out. Here's what we'll do. I'll put one on the screen, and then I'll tweet one out. And then we'll just have that for now until, like, later on in the stream. I think that sounds good. You guys should probably open your games. Also, open Twitter if you haven't been on my Twitter yet, because that's going to be where one goes. We'll see how it goes. What's the best NR, N, and R character, and why? So I'd say for N characters, there's only 2 choices. And, like, it's Kaneki or Banjo. So, obviously, Banjo. Banjo's the best character in the game. But Kaneki. Kaneki has, like... He has the same passive as Hinami, but also he has, like, a very good stun passive. I find him to be pretty useful, even despite what he is. What's the amount of stones to get a guaranteed SSR? That would be 7,500. Bon. Okay. That works. You seen the speculation that they removed Ixa from the time-limited draw? I didn't see that, and that would be a weird choice considering we never expected him to be in there in the first place. But yeah, okay. I'm gonna go ahead. Hope y'all are ready. It's time. I'm gonna go ahead and just do that. Code's on the screen. I have one code Envy gave me, but I used it, and the one you gave me, so I have one extra. Oh, that works. Apparently, this is only the pre-release codes, and more codes will be sent out that give other rewards, and you can redeem them separately after. So that's going to be coming soon. Also, the Thown got it. Hell yeah. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and tweet out the second one, and we'll see exactly how it goes. It is now going to be tweeted, and I will accompany it with a GIF of a kid with a thumbs up. There we go. So if you guys want to go look for that, it's on Twitter. But yeah, so I'm excited to see the next step in the code giving. I know the ones they've been giving out for the, like, Dark War Aside segments have been 500 gems, which is completely different from the ones that we give out here. So we know that's at least separate. Leaf, 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 leaf. I was unaware that I am apparently fall. I used a code already, so I didn't need one. Okay. Oh, really? It worked for multiple people? I mean, works out, I suppose. If it works, it works. What do the codes give? 2 gold chests, 2 gold keys, a little bit of money, Toka shards, and gems. Who do you choose? Whoever whispers you first. That works. That's perfect. Also, let's go ahead and use our next book. We gotta get into the next step here. Also, I have 4 Twitter notifications. Oh, it's people following me. Oh, shit. Thank you to anyone who's in the stream who just did that. Honestly, my Twitter's weird because, like, I use it for, like, really weirdly personal stuff and talk to my friends on there. But then I'll just have someone tweet at me, like, hey, do you like, I feel like there was like some weird one where like some guy asked me what I had for breakfast or something, and I just kind of didn't reply. So I was like, oh, okay. Check comments? I mean, like in the YouTube videos? I can go check that after this. I do seem to have a notification on Google+, so I will check that after we brutally murder the Tatara in front of us. Also, okay. I'm ready for Tokyo Ghoul Season 2, right? Like, that's coming out soon. And it is going to be happening. The issue is, how are they going to deal with a lot of the things that are going to be coming? The preview they had at the end of the original Tokyo Ghoul season, like the Tokyo Ghoul re-season, I was really unhappy with. They previewed a fight that wasn't going to come yet, and will not be coming for several months, yet tried to hype it up in a way that spoiled it completely. And it... Oh, my heart, man. I'm disappointed, but I'm not surprised because it's period. Oh, the comments of the code? Oh, there you go. Oh yeah, so the Found actually got that on Twitter. Perfect. Big hearts back to you. You know, I wish the heart emoticon on Twitch was like prettier. Like it's not quite there, you know? How much damage do you get when you use a code? Yeah, 200. And apparently you also get stamina for it, which is good. Also, thank you for the follow to C6SHH, Nia 123098. Shout out to Xenoblade 2. Suna2700, great name. Kenvil499, Shokalik. Also, I missed bit donations apparently. Thinking back, or from Caleb, thinking back, I remember how I first found you were at 2K. I was looking for a way to get Megatom's Spear Awakening. Yeah, that happened for a lot of people. That happened for a lot of people. Attack on Titan Season 3, dude. I am so ready. Please don't notice me. I'm so sorry, DJ Panda. You have been called out. You know, DJ Panda, I saw you on stage at E3. Shout out to Just Dance. Okay. The EA conference for E3 was so weird to me. Or, no, that was Ubisoft. Sorry. Ubisoft felt like they were selling to only kids, but what kid is watching E3? I don't know any child who isn't, like... I don't know. I guess that could happen, but I don't think there's, like, a 6-year-old that's like, wow, Just Dance! I just don't see it. Toka Rabbit with the codes? Really? You get Toka Rabbit shards? That's right, actually. Friend got me the number 6 manga and said I'm attracted to you in the volume. The girl come up to me in school and said it's cute. Oh, that's nice. Honestly, so I don't know anything about the manga per se. I do know that there's a lot of really good art, and I think my partner at one point sent me a picture of the scene with Shiro and the snake neck thing. Like that exact scene, it had really good art on it. Is Rima the next time limited draw? Who knows? Who knows? Honestly. I explicitly went up to the developers. I emailed them, okay? For Tokyo Ghoul Dark War. And I asked, hey, how do the time limited draw events work? What's the rotation on them? It kind of seems pretty nonsensical. And they were like, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I can ask the production team, and they never got back to me. So I'm gonna imagine it is completely randomized to the point where it is just like, sometimes it'll come. You never know, though. You never know. It could be anything. So, just if it comes, it comes, and leave it. That's basically how it is. Who reads the Attack on Titan manga? I do. It's great. I do find the current arc to be super weird. Not spoiling anything. The facial hair that I saw in there, strange. It's definitely coming up to the finale, so I'm excited to see what they're gonna offer there. You guys are lucky. You're a lucky guy for getting Noro and Arima in one time limited draw. I want that too. Honestly, I did get really lucky with it. And it was one of the first time limited draws that were out there, so definitely was trying to test the waters. I have a feeling I probably would have gotten both of them either way. And I probably would have topped up even more to get the Noro regardless. But it's still cool to have that had been an issue in the first place. It's step one to learning what works with a mobile game and how responsive the developers are and what their level of fairness is, you know? For example, in Spiritual Awakening, the level of fairness, with how bad it was, the game would have been destroyed if they hadn't given, or just let the people, or if they hadn't taken away the Megatomas that were given out, which they didn't. They didn't take them away and the game broke and died. Tokyo Ghoul Dark War, they didn't take away the Noro. They gave the Arima Ixa, but also they took away any shards of people that had Noro beyond the original 3-star. Because it doesn't make sense to let them keep the items. And the fact that the people got Noro is a lucky streak and a mistake on their part, and they apologize for it. But anyone who went beyond, they were given back, and they were like, hey, that's not okay. It's supposed to be Arima Ixa. It's alright. And gave everything back, and I think it was really, has a lot of integrity to it, you know? Am I weird? I don't know. I will say for Noro. Good choice. Apparently the time-limited draws show you in the VIP shop. What? I don't think that's the case. From what I can see there. Level 292 on Ghoul. It's around the same place I was, so solid. Alright, so we're close to getting to, you know, I think it's 500 million? Or it might be at 5 billion now, I actually don't know. But it's a high up number. And our goal is the B. Our goal is to achieve the B. It's been an hour, and we're halfway there, so gotta speed it up. He was laughing at my username. I wasn't laughing. I was just commenting on the fact that it's Just Dance. Don't worry, I appreciate you, DJ Panda. You're great. I've been waiting 2 months now and still no Arima Ixa. The thing is, Arima Ixa, according to people in the past, said that it comes around every 40 days. 40 days, I don't think actually has passed between the last Arima Ixa pull. He came around right before Shachi came out, so that would have been roughly around the middle of April or so. So we're close to it, but not quite there. Why are iOS and Android servers separated? Because they couldn't get the game to come out on iOS in time, and having them connected wouldn't make sense because Android started so much earlier. Also, the more servers there are, the more money they make, so they would, you know. Ask game creators? I could, but like, at the same time, I feel like I asked them a lot of things at this point, and most of it's to do with like non-gameplay related stuff, and I feel like gameplay related stuff they don't really know all that much. They have to like pass it on to the production team and the game creators and like the people that are actually working on it before they're able to get a response, because you have to realize that like it's a couple step process. There's the social conveners, which are the people you talk to via the email. There's the production team who actually work on the game. There's the directors who work on directing the people who do all of that, and it's kind of like a hierarchy you gotta step down. So in order to get one question answered about the game, you ask the entire crew. You kind of have to. Do you listen to K-pop? Once in a while. I had a friend who would force K-pop on me, which granted, I'll take it. Like a lot of the K-pop that I've listened to, I did enjoy. Certain ones I was less keen on. Like, for example, I think it was Big Bang's Fantastic Baby I wasn't too huge a fan of. I do like a lot of the stuff. I don't really know names all that well. I like Girls' Generation. They have a couple of really good songs. There was other names, and I just can't think of it. But I do like random bands. I'm sure if you showed me a song, I'd recognize it, for the most part. Plus, like, Toronto has a major K scene to the point where, like, there are dance studios that explicitly work on K-pop songs. There are classes that you can take to learn Korean, and it's like, there's advertisements on boards for it. There's a K-town that you can go and get Korean barbecue and just really enjoy it. It's the town is very diverse, and it seems like there's a major focus on Asian cultures. I think it's nice. It's nice to see, like, basically you can walk from Chinatown to Japantown to K-town within like 10 minutes. So it's a thing. BTS and EXO, I do recognize those, yeah. Lee, do you like girls? I do in fact like girls, yes. I can confirm that. It's almost like I have a partner who is female. That might be a thing. Also, thank you for the cheer. I don't know why, but I feel like playing Skyrim and Borderlands game. So, Borderlands I've never actually been able to get through, though I did really enjoy it when I did play it. Skyrim's releasing a multiplayer mod soon, so I'm waiting until that comes out to actually get into it again, but I am ready. There are some Naruto mods that I really want to play through, so it's just a matter of getting to that point. Going to sleep, nighty night. Bye, Chat and Lee. Bye, Found. Take it easy, and we'll see you next time. It sounds good. I'm glad you don't like guys. That's... Happy Pride Month to you, too! That's kind of rude. That's, like, super rude. Check Twitter. Told you about this in Twitch chat. Oh, yeah, there's the manga. Oh, wow, the art's actually really pretty for number 6. It looks very yaoi manga-y. Like, the hands especially look very, like, delicate on Shiro. Better team equal just slap Noro on it. Yeah, basically just as long as you have Noro, you have some chance. That is the answer in this game. All right, we're gonna keep on pushing. I've noticed that everyone else has stopped trying to fight Noro or Tatara, so we'll see. All right, we'll go ahead and pop this. I do notice them averaging around 60 million to like 65 million. And like on a good run, 65 million is pretty solid. Though I do find it to be on the low side. And it might be because I don't quite have the full raid gear team that I'm looking for. Best case scenario, I'll be able to replace Hinami with Shachi at some point soon. The issue is like, Hinami gives crits to Shachi, so it might be worth it to just not run Arima at all and just have him in the backup. But I don't know. It's weird. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop my third and my first. We're getting roughly about 5 bars down as well. Alrighty. Noro keeps on getting one-shotted by Shachi. Yeah, I could see that. The issue is Noro's super squishy. Like, you could flick his left ponytail and he would just be dead. Alright, let me just sweep past you. I didn't mean to click you. Don't worry about it. Trust me. Chill. Alright, so we've now used roughly about 90 books, and we've gotten to roughly about this point. Not too bad. He never uses his third skill? Do you mean like on Shachi he never uses his third skill, or do you mean like Noro? Because like, Noro doesn't like using his third skill first. How much more damage do you need to hit before the max cap on reward? I think I've probably already hit that. Yeah, no. Even without my contribution bonuses, I've already hit the point where I'm not going to get any more contribution rewards. Meaning that I'm not doing it for anything anymore. This is explicitly for damage. That 5 billion damage could be 5.5 billion, you know. Chill like Lee. Exactly. I want to grow up to be a Noro. Honestly, keep on dreaming, kid. Dream high. Just keep on going. Push forward. I want to be like Lee when I grow up. I'm not sure if you want that. I'm so sorry you want to be like a depressed 19-year-old. It's not exactly a huge aspiration to be, but you do you. Honestly, I'm making fun of it, but like, I don't want to ever force my ideals on someone else. I never want to be the person that like sets someone's thoughts in place, if that makes sense. I never want to be that like deciding factor on anyone's decisions, because I feel like people should be thinking for themselves often. Like, I feel like thinking for themselves is a healthy habit, and defaulting to what supposedly a celebrity or people with clout may say isn't quite up to there, you know? I love Kaneki and Kaneki loves me. I have a life, ABC. That is a respectable poem by the likes of Super Kyle 1209. I think Kuroiwa, Arata, or Rima are next. Kuroiwa has never actually come to limited time draws, so that would be surprising. But I would take that. I would probably invest in that as well. Do you go to college? So I was in college for a little while earlier this year. An issue I ran into was with just mental health in general. The people there that had latched on to me were unhealthier people. They had their own addiction issues and stuff like that, and they began to drag me down a little bit to the point where I started to go day drinking with them. So I kind of took a step back and was like, hey, that's not okay. It's not good for my mental health and whatever. And they started resenting me, and it created a very bad atmosphere there. So I did drop out of that for now. Likely what I'll probably end up doing is going the extra mile and trying again sometime soon as that's able to work, or I'm trying to get a job at a cafe for now. It's a lot of stuff going on, you know? He's the kind of guy I would go to, people would go to for advice. People do, sometimes to my dismay, but like, I never think that my advice is 100% like great. That's 100% college. Yeah. It's just a matter of like, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to try and find your place, you know? It's hard to try and find who you are while also trying to almost fight against the people around you and what they're going through, you know? Oh, thank you for the subscriber, or the sub, Phoenix 15 King. Actually, I think that's our 4th subscriber ever. So we're 3 in this stream. Holy shit, thank you. But yeah, like, it's hard to not get dragged down with people when they start to go, when other people start to spiral down and you're around them. It's hardly hard to not get kept up in the whirlpool that is mental health. So I'm trying what I can, you know? I'm trying what I can. Also, Mark was asking about team comp. Noro Hinami Kujiyumori, 3-star, or Noro Hinami Kishuarima. I would say Arima for now. Honestly, Arima's a lot easier to invest in as well, so I feel like he's a really good character to use. Also, thank you for the follow, war_r, and complete gibberish. Just actual nothing. I cannot read that. What right now is your country? I live in Canada. I am a Canadian man. Honestly, like, Canada's been pretty cool recently. Canada has had a lot of advancements. There's been a lot of just really good time. When I'm down, I play Unravel and I feel fired up again. See, when I'm down, I listen to Unravel, or when I want to get hyped up, I listen to Unravel and hype up about it. When I want to get sad, I listen to Unravel Acoustic, where I start just fucking bawling. So that's great. Hope you get to your sub goal. I appreciate that, DJ Panda. 13,000? Honestly, not that bad. With how it's been growing so far, and just, if I actually put in the work towards things, I have a feeling it shouldn't be that hard of a goal at all. Also, I was told to check Twitter at one point, I believe. I don't see it. I don't see anything right now. I do see that someone liked something and they have a Japanese name, and that's kind of cool. Oh, I do have a notification. That's 2 notifications. Oh, I am being tweeted quotes of Kaneki. Thank you for that. Hey, thanks for the Dark War help on YouTube. Keep it up. Thank you, Isuj. I feel like I pronounced your name wrong. That's okay. I appreciate that. It's always really, like, warm and happy to see. Do you have a Discord channel? Not yet. I'm considering putting one back into place, though it does take a lot of stress on me to try and put that together and try and get things working, so I'm going to take my time with it, and I'm trying to find 5 mods that I can trust to actually have everything in place. So, yeah. These glasses are really nice, though. I actually have 2 pairs, fun fact, and I swapped them out to see if anyone ever notices in the comments, and people usually don't. So these are like my wider lenses, like big ones. And here's my green ones that I have that also like are on the smaller side in case I need to read and stuff like that. And like, so I am I'm nearsighted, so I can't see far. So like, I'll wear glasses for way ahead of me, and then I'll have no glasses on for reading on like a book or something. Like I'll go to Starbucks and just read like that. What do I have to save trash like you? Honestly, I wish that quote was done better inside the official translation and inside the anime. Because in the official translation, instead of it saying, why do I have to save trash like you, in that panel with the hand behind him, it says, how annoying. And like, it's not as cool. That is no way as cool, you know? Also, I'm gonna go ahead and sweep these. We're up to 6.5 billion. Do you think that Shiro will be added to Dark War? The next update, I can almost 90% guarantee that Shiro's going to be part of it. There's no way they introduce Corona, as bad as she is right now, without having some sort of reason to. Nashiro is probably going to be the one that gets an SSR. And she's going to be the one that bonds with Corona. I'm, like, almost sure of that. Is Eto finally dead? Who knows what could possibly happen? There's a lot of stuff that could happen with Eto. LeaIsChill. That is correct. Alrighty. I also have some things in the game that I have notifications for, so let's check it. You're a good YouTuber. Well, I appreciate that from Beast. I don't think I can reply to him, because usually people go offline after messaging me. Yep, offline. Wait. LeaIsChill on the killing. Am I cool? Am I cool yet? I think that felt pretty cool. 50 shards of Nashiro. For War Age, that's great. Honestly, Nashiro is probably my favorite character in the entire game for War Age. She is so fun to play. Can't do that, friendo. No, I can confirm Noro is super dead. In the anime, I am just going to be straight up with you. Noro is dead, and also that face he had was not the real face, and his face is actually like zombified. So Eto killed him and then turned him into kind of zombie-esque, and it's kind of fucked up. So that's a little fun fact for the day, because Noro's not really going to get a place inside the anime any further than he already has. You are cool in my book? Thank you, DJ Panda. I appreciate that. Green's from Germany. I'm not even playing Dark War, but somehow YouTube wanted me to check out your YouTube videos. Maybe I'll start playing as well. Honestly, Dark War is really fun, but there's definitely a lot of other games that are out there that are also really high quality that you may know better. I feel like every series aside from Naruto has a quality game. I feel like I may have just said something bad. I'm not a fan of Blazing. Naruto Ultimate Ninja Blazing, I find its gameplay just isn't intuitive, and there's no real hype behind it aside from just the mere playing of it. Borutage, I don't trust Borutage. It has like no content, and basically just not much coming out about it. And you can see a lot of the community around it not too happy about it. Notice that animation changed in second season. Noro was bigger than in Re. Yeah, I did notice that, but I feel like it does make sense that indoors he would have his Kagune be smaller. Noro was #1 in everyone's hearts. I agree. Wish Bleach had a turn-based Android title. It does actually. Bleach Paradise Lost. It has a feature based on location. However, the location is so unimportant that you're actually kind of fine to not use it. And it's kind of just a turn-based Bleach game that's really fun, and it's just RPG-esque. It's called Paradise Lost, and it's on QApp, if you want to get it on Android. I played it for a little while, I actually made a video on it in public. It was weird. I like the game a lot. I do want to get back into it. The issue is just like, with no one else playing it, and the inability to actually use the GPS, I feel like I can't hype it up, and I feel like the only thing that I would be doing is pulling for characters, which feels like a waste for the most part. Is it region locked? It is locked where that only Japan has the, like, Pokestops, basically. Yeah, it's also broken on emulators. It like, intentionally avoids emulators being able to use it. Why don't you like Brave Souls? I like Brave Souls. I actually talked about it today. Like, I really enjoy Brave Souls and how it is right now. It is the quality Bleach game I was talking about before. It's not really turn-based, though. What I was talking about is Naruto has no quality game. Bleach has the Bleach Brave Souls. Tokyo Ghoul has Dark War. My Hero Academia has Smash Tap. I'd say that Smash Tap has gotten to the point where we could call it a good game and, like, feel correct about it. I'm trying to think of what other games. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has a good one now. What other shonen anime are there? Hunter x Hunter is missing a good one. It did have the Pog type thing, but it wasn't quite up to snuff with what I was thinking of when I think of a Hunter x Hunter game. I think of, like, strategy and, like, having to plan around things. And War Edge on level 40. Nice. Why does LeaIsChill always turn to Q&A? It's just kind of how it ends up working. Honestly, I need to stop talking to chat as much as I do. I do want to focus on the game, and I do have a lot more I need to do before this next 40 minutes is up. So I need to start trying to, like, actually stop taking breaks to look at chat and, like, get my stuff done. Our goal is a big B, and we're still pushing for it. I don't like Smash Tap. Hope something better comes out. There is the turn-based arcade game that might be coming to mobile soon, which is a turn-based My Hero Academia game where certain characters have, like, combo attacks. For example, if you have Todoroki, Izuku, and Shoji on the same team, they can do that giant stomp thing they did on Mr. Compress inside the arc when they were trying to rescue Bakugo. So, like, they have a lot of co-op attacks that are like that. They're just really cool. There's one with All Might and Izuku that's a double smash. It's just, I'm hoping it comes to mobile. People have been talking about it, and it would make a lot of sense to do so. So I don't know. Yu-Gi-Oh! Was my childhood show. Honestly, Yu-Gi-Oh! Just, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Deserved better. And I feel like these days, because of what it's done and what it's put out recently, looking at, like, Zexal Arc 5 and, like, the finale of Arc 5 especially. The start of Arc 5, great. Ending completely went off course, and Reigns just isn't picking up the ratings that people need to keep the show alive. I have a strong feeling that both Yu-Gi-Oh! And, Digimon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Both are coming out with series currently that no one knows about or are watching. Yu-Gi-Oh! Reigns, its ratings are terrible just thanks to what it's been going through. And Digimon Apply Monsters, I don't think that 90% of people know what the fuck that is. It was never brought over from Japan or licensed by any company. So it was exclusively in fan subs. And it was honestly not a quality show until closer to the halfway point in the show where it gets a lot better. And I can't justify the 25 episode investment into a show that feels like a kid's show and has no substance to it, that just isn't interesting, on the promise that it might get good, you know? So, like, I have a feeling that this Digimon, or the Apply Monster, is going to be one of the last ones. We might get Adventure Try 2, and then we might be done with Digimon forever. And Yu-Gi-Oh! I have a feeling that it's going to be ending with Reigns. There's no way that they can continue trying to make money off of this when Brains has run into so many issues and no one's watching it. I just... It's so sad to see that the childhood slipping away, but I think it's worth it to put this child out of its misery. These children that have been pushing for so long and trying to get this next sleeper hit and just couldn't land it, you know? And both series have pushed so far in like every way. Digimon has went dark, it's went light, it's went nostalgic, it's pushed for everything. Yu-Gi-Oh! It's went nostalgic, it's went dark, it's went light, it's pushed for motorcycles, it's pushed for running around, it has virtual reality. It's really pushing as much as it can to try to get people to come in, and it's just not happening. It's sad. It's really sad. Hear the My Hero Academia series that one of the heroes is the brother, say, hero's brother. Yeah, Dobby is totally a Todoroki. 100% guaranteed. I agree with this theory, and I think that it's one of the best ones out there. There's also one involving traders inside My Hero Academia, and that's a fun one. Guji Kaneki needs to be added. I would be okay with them not adding Hakukuja Kaneki just because we don't have a good white-haired one yet anyway, and it seems likely that they're going to be doing that one with, like, the tortured version first. I prefer High School of Dead game. The mangaka passed away and the anime kind of tapered off, so I feel like there's not really a place for it in this current time. But we'll see. What's your opinion on the new PS4 Tokyo Ghoul game? I think those screenshots look real good. I can't say anything else about it because I don't know what the gameplay is like, and I also don't know how it's gonna be. I'm hoping it's gonna come to PC. If not, I'm gonna be obviously playing it. The graphics look fantastic. The graphics look very similar to this game, but also just like a straight up better version. It reminds me of Reinvoke, actually, a lot. It's a very similar vein to that, to the point where I actually think that the models might be semi-shared or might have been made exclusively for Call to Exist and then were brought over because they were being made. So, I don't know. Also, Reinvoke covers the Tokyo Ghoul the Tokyo Ghoul re-anime already, so I could easily see them trying to just adapt it inside the game as well. Like, it makes sense. Plus, they would have the models for that already anyway. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and finish this off, then we'll go back to the chat. Lee, don't forget the heart of the cards. I got you. Don't worry about it. So the Torture Kaneki is gonna be SR or SSR? Probably SSR. I couldn't see them not making a Kaneki that's SSR sometime soon. There's no way they're gonna keep the main protagonist and not give him a place of heroship, you know? Lee, do you ever play Yu-Gi-Oh with cards or with Duel Links? So I do play Yu-Gi-Oh with cards, and I actually have I have several decks up there. I have a Trickstar deck now that I bought recently, which is like a Link monster deck. I also have a Lightsworn one I used to run back in the day. It's Lightsworn Zombies. I played a lot. I don't play as much these days because I don't really have anyone to play with, and everyone's kind of past the Yu-Gi-Oh train. I definitely do enjoy it quite a bit. Duel Links is also fun, though. I'm waiting and praying. Hopefully synchros are added soon, because I care about Yu-Gi-Oh post 5Ds more than I care about fusion summoning. Mostly in terms of mechanics. I couldn't care less about, everything else. Just the mechanics of synchro summoning is fun to me, and I want to play with that. How does VIP work? You put money into the game, and you get points back to get big rewards. Basically, you just gotta top up, get gems back, and you also get a good rank. It's great. It's a great time. I can't remember his name, but what if they add Kaneki's best friend as an SR character? Or as a character. I could see them adding Hide, but at the same time, I couldn't see a moveset for him. He never had a Quinkei. He never had a fight in the series. He never even tried to, punch someone. So I couldn't see them doing anything especially crazy with it, unless they just really push the the boundary and just made up an entire moveset by themselves, which I would have no problem with. I would be down for that. Honestly, Hide deserves everything. Protect that smile. Protect that smile. But yeah. 5-star Nishio, is he good? Sorry, I'm new. I like him. He has very good stuns. He definitely isn't up to par with a lot of the characters later, once you have like 4-star SR characters, but early game, he is fantastic and super easy to get. You are a chill guy. Thank you, DJ Panda. I appreciate that. I'm gonna go ahead and do a couple more sweeps. We're almost there, by the way. We are on the edge, the precipice of the final ending. Remember the time when... Oh, wait. I will add you to Duel Links if they release Synchros. Okay. Look forward to that. Remember that time when Monarch was the most broken deck when it comes to the cheap setup? I do remember Monarchs a little bit. And I remember that they were just like... They were the worst to fight against because it was just like a lockout deck where you couldn't do anything in return. Like, if you get a bad first turn, Monarchs can just lock you out of everything you need to do, and you just lose after that immediately. Unless you have like those hard counter cards, and you go first, you know? Also, Morphs is online. I wonder if they're in the chat, because I remember Morphs was a person that was commenting on videos, and they were actually giving me tips. They're currently the top person in the server in Arena, so... Just keep pushing. Hell yeah, it's like a pregnancy, but we're giving birth to Tatara. This is not a visual I ever needed. Nor giving birth to Tatara is not an okay thing to imagine ever. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry for that. Moving on. Remember that time that Lee talked about Hinami's chest? Yeah, that was the thing. You want to know the worst part of that? The video where I did that is now gaining traction and is now my 4th most viewed video. So now 61,000 people have seen me talk about Hinami's chest. Oh, it hurts. It hurts so much. That might be the first impression people have of my channel. Just how it goes, though. It's just how it goes sometimes. Alright. We're actually really close now. 9.5 billion. 9.6 billion. Okay. Whew. What do you say again? No, so I was talking about how I needed to collect some chests inside the game to get items. And inside the chest, they were giving out Hinami shards to unlock her. But I called the chest Hinami's chest because it was her chest that you get her shards off of. Doesn't really work there. My deck in Duel Links sucks. I'm gonna be straight up with you. I have 2 pretty meta decks that are fantastic that I run. I run a D-Hero deck with Mask Change, and like it's based on one-shotting people and getting them done in 1 turn with a bunch of draw potential. And Glad Beasts, which is just like... Glad Beasts will never go out of style. They are strong, they're independent, and they swap out every turn. You can't even joke about that. It's just great. We finally got our chest. You could have said Hinami chest shards. Yeah, that would have been a good plan. But I was speaking as fast as I could, because that's how it always goes. Would going to 5-star Black Dog be worth the time? I'd say so. As far as I can see, Black Dog is probably one of the best SR game or characters in the game, and in fact, her passive might be more important as a 3rd character than Hinami, I would say. I would argue the best team in the game for damage just might be Shachi, Noro, and Kaya Black Dog because you can ignore defense, you can do extra damage with the Toxic Blood, and have more attack speed and less cooldowns. It's great. It's great. Also, thank you for the follow, Ashimaru Senzaro YT! It's a cool name. It's a real cool thing. I was also linked on Twitter the English versions of Unravel. I will look at that after this. Alright guys, you ready to finish this off? This is going to be the big finale to the stream. This is going to be the 10B. It's time to unlock the big B. the ending, the finale. All right. We can now officially say that in Tokyo Ghoul Dark War, I have done the most damage of any person who has ever played the game. And no one can take that away from me. Not one person can take that away from me. Except for when someone does the exact same thing and does like 400 billion. But you know, for now we're okay. Keep streaming. I wouldn't mind finishing off my dailies today, if you guys don't mind. Honestly. Lee did it first, though. Yeah, it's hipster. That's what these glasses are for. It's hipster glasses. It's okay. What I did is... What you guys don't know is these are actually 3D glasses from the movie theater. Just popped out the lenses. That's a lie, by the way. These are prescription. But, like... I have friends who have used those for cosplays. Persona 5 cosplays. And it's a good time. It's a real good time. So save up for Hinami 5-star, or save me chest for someone else. I would say push to Hinami 5-star as fast as... Oh, no. Oh, that's not the good number. That's not 10B. That's not 10B at all. That is not 10B. Do you want to find something fun? If my math is correct right now, we have done 1,000,000 damage. According to this. So that's good. You may notice there's a slight difference in the damages between me and THDT Kagura. I just wanted to guarantee I'd get to Tara today. It's alright. Fuck. That... They weren't ready for billion. They were not... It's 10 billion. But they weren't ready for it. They didn't think it would come this early. Game Samba, I'm watching you. If I do this again, and this is not 10 billion... Or 10B, I'm gonna be damn disappointed. But I think that's going to be the end of our Ghoul Expulsion fun zone for today. I think that was a really good time. Why aren't donations set up? Bits are set up, but donations aren't, yeah. Also, it took us 16,000 contribution to get that done. Damn. Honestly, I think that's pretty solid. Alright, so I guess we'll finish off the dailies and be done for today. However, I am going to end the video now. I think we've kind of covered a majority of what we needed to today. And I think that this is a good Ghoul Expulsion video. This is going to be an hour and 20 minutes later on today to upload. So, thank you to everyone for watching. And take it easy. Then I end the recording there.